It was quiet in the bunker. That's how she liked it. For a decade, the hum of the streetlights and the buzz of passing cars tormented her while she tossed and turned in her high rise apartment. Not here, though. 1,000 feet underground, the entrance sealed by a 3-ton blast door, the outside world was just a distant memory. Even the generators had been insulated so that their roar was just a whisper in the back of her mind. It had been 2 months since she sealed the blast door behind her, leaving the others to fend for themselves. There was room for 50 people or more, depending on how comfortable people were squeezing in next to each other. Between rations, supplies, and the grow room, all designed for the 50 or more occupants originally intended to be in that bunker, she had plenty to survive for a very long time. There was a gym to exercise, a rec room with what seemed to be an endless supply of movies, TV shows, and video games, and there was even a small library of physical books for her to read at her leisure. For the first time in a very long time, she was happy. The sound barely registered in the back of her mind. Had she left the TV on in another room? This time she jumped from the couch where she was lounging. She glided across the rec room, through the kitchen and cafeteria, and to the door she had sealed behind her 2 months prior. She paused. Were her ears playing tricks on her? How could anyone find her down there? More importantly, who would even be alive to find her down there? She took a breath and clenched her teeth and waited, as if the outside world was going to come through that door, punch her in the teeth, and drag her out of her safe haven back to the real world. Finally, she exhaled, and the sudden head rush and dizziness meant she had held her breath a little too long. She needed to sit down. She stumbled, catching herself on the large wheel-shaped handle of the blast door. She had to pull herself together. No one was knocking. No one was out there. She had left them all to die. No one could have survived that explosion. She knew that was true. She was alone. She had to be alone. How could she live with herself if she knew anyone she left behind was still out there? Her ears were playing tricks on her. That was it. It had to be. She turned around, leaving the door behind as she had 2 months prior.